Hi YouTube! As a brief reminder, Yakuza Like a Dragon is a mature rated game and tends to get into mature topics. This is not a game that I would recommend for children, by any means. There's a lot of mature topics, there's a lot of violence, and they say the F word a lot. And now I just gotta stall for like another 20 seconds, so that way I have no swear words in the first minute. Okay, let's go. I didn't stop by any taxis on the way there. I don't think I have money for a taxi anyway, so it's alright. We're just gonna take the long way. Did anybody drop a coin? Oh yeah, they did.
Hey, you guys want to hear a scary story?
Where'd that come from? Sure, whatever.
I was at a laundromat a little while back, and as anyone would, I put my clothes in the dryer. When there was about 5 or so minutes left, my cell rang, and I went outside to talk. After 10 minutes, I hung up and went back inside. The dryer was still going, and the time left? 30 minutes.
Whoa, that is freaky. Did you extend the time or something?
Of course not. Why would I do that? Yeah, no good dryer shrank my favorite shirt because of that. The thing got all tight. Still wore it, though.
You still wore it?
Didn't think this story could get scarier, but...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, of course I'm looking under vending machines for money. I'm broke. Yeah. No, I totally feel it. Yeah, no. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Yes, I am playing this game one-handed for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I hope somebody else thinks it's poggers too. Okay, bye.
You wanna fight? You wanna go?
I was kind of hoping to see the dude get hit by a car too.
Good to go.
I feel the stats going up.
Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. I don't think Deep's ever seen me do that before, but basically when the sound effect for the phone goes off, I grab my TV remote and pretend it's a phone and just make up one half of a conversation. Yeah, that's right. You leave me alone, you get to live. I see you have chosen death.
Cool. You're weak. Come on now. Yeah, I got this. Watch this. Get alive.
There was the time that one dude called about my car's extended warranty, and then when I complained that I didn't have one, they're like, "Well, are you sure?" And I said, "Maybe you should frickin' buy one for me." Or I don't remember which quote it is, but there's a quote on it.
This is the worst.
I'm up. Let's go. Let's go. I got this.
Whoa! That was a hell of a shove. Holy crap. Okay, Namba, I see you.
Let's go.
That man is dead. That man is dead. Nobody survives that. Oh, I'm blazing new ground while I'm at it. And then we'll visit this fast travel, I mean taxi. It's registered.
Ready when you are.
Restaurant Old Mountain. Yo. Should we get a beef bowl? When's the last time Casca had a beef bowl? Oh, we're gonna find all of the things.
Who's hungry?
Me. Nothing like an extra large beef bowl to satisfy a working man's hunger.
Got that right. I used to eat here every other meal.
But you know what? I probably should downsize. Guess that's the old age talking.
Come on, man. You really think you're that old? All right, let's order up some more. Ready to get your grub on?
Water? You, call this getting your grub on?
It was a joke. But isn't it the best thing for your health?
Right, because I'm such an old man.
Your attack was slightly boosted. Your attack was slightly boosted.
Tasty.
ありがとうございました。
My cheeks red.
All right. So now we know we can get attack boosts with a beef bowl. And then we head down Janai Station a little bit. We test out our attack boosts on these tough guys.
No begging for mercy now. I got this. Watch this.
Get him, Nanba.
やりますか。
Ass kicking time. You wanna fight? Come on now.
All right, let's do it.
Boy, for slightly increased, that feels pretty significant. It's a good feeling. Yokohama looks like a modern city, doesn't it? But sometimes there are bugs crawling all over the trees. I get so freaked out I can't even air out my room. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. RPG protagonist coming through.
Now we're talking. Let's go.
Don't get caught with this.
Perfect. I think that's going to hit two of them.
Let's get it done. Check this out, lad.
Feeling good.
How did you not get hit by that car? Ow.
No begging for mercy now. Watch this. Have fun with this.
Yeah, leave me alone. You didn't see anything. You don't wanna. You don't. I'm doing the kindest thing I've ever done by ignoring you.
This isn't break time. On to the next bathroom. You're even slower than yesterday.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Hey, watch where you're going, janitor!
Hello, Director. The woman's father. His name's Tatsuro Mokoda, correct? Understood. I'll carry it out immediately. Yes. Don't worry. Yes, he's out like a light. General anesthesia. Here we go. You know, most people hope and pray that they'll die in their sleep. You're one of the lucky ones who actually gets to do it.
Stop!
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Koda. This is Nanoha's dad for sure.
Sir, wake up. Let's get you out of here.
Damn. I didn't waste any time.
What are you doing here? Contractors aren't allowed. Explain yourselves now.
Hey, calm down. Can't you recognize your own uniform?
Give me a break. You're not one of us.
They don't know
we
he's on
aren't,
anesthesia.
Because you're not nursing home guards. Not with that kind of weaponry. I bet you got a lot of ink underneath those uniforms. Since you're from the Seiryu clan.
So, you did your homework.
We know everything, man. Even what the Seiryu clan has been doing in this room.
Well, good. That makes our decision easy. We'll have to kill you and the patient!
Not a loser.
All right, so this one I actually have to take vaguely serious. Ah, good. That's a stun. Love it. Doesn't work days. Damn. The mass debuffs would have been great here.
Let's go.
I got this.
Let's go. Want to fight?
Come on.
Don't get caught.
Cool. Let's do it.
Actually, let's just... The answer here is just...
Lie.
take out their action economy.
I'm up. I got this. Going in. No mercy.
Let's grab her dad and get the hell out of here.
Hey, what was that drug you were about to inject him with?
It was potassium chloride.
Holy fucking shit.
Do you know what it does? They use it overseas for executions. The doctor was trying to kill her dad?
And that must have been how they killed the old woman. We got to him just in time.
Guys, we ain't out of the woods yet.
That's the guy from the cafe. Who is he?
We're about to have our chance to ask him. He's coming this way.
You all just made the biggest mistake of your lives. I hope you know that.
Who are you?
The director of this facility. And don't play dumb. I know what else you know about me.
You mean how you're with the Seiryu clan?
Yes, I'm Totsuka, from the Ryuto family.
The Seiryu clan held its own against the Omi takeover. That made me think you guys must be pretty hardcore. And yet here you are, murdering old people for money. Where's the Yakuza's honor in you?
The Seiryu clan is doing what must be done, for the good of society. You have no idea what burden we've taken on.
Killing our elders for society's good? Go fuck yourself! You better let all the residents here go free right now, or I'll tell the whole world what you're really doing here!
You're welcome to try, but that would require you to walk out of here alive. And killing you is no inconvenience to me. I've got enough chemicals to melt down all your bodies.
You're going down.
Okay.
Let's go!
Don't get cocky. Watch this.
Good placement to start, and a burn on the boss. Love it. Right in the middle, maybe hit all three of them. Good, and then finishes. No, he lives.
Yeah. Let's have fun with this.
Cool. Bring it, fight. Come on, let's go! You're done now! I'm up! I got this! Let's go! What was that? Don't get serious. Yeah.
Okay, everybody leveling's good because that means
Hell
everybody
yeah.
heals as well. I really wish Nanba would have gotten a point of
Look at me
defense,
go!
but
God damn! Who the hell are you guys?
Don't make me say it again! Let all the residents go!
I'm afraid I just can't do that.
Then we'll do it. We'll move them all out. Shit. It won't open.
I activated the emergency lockdown. That door won't open until this time tomorrow. What? You've lost. So stop fighting me, and maybe, just maybe, I won't call the police. I won't explain to them how our home for nice, well-to-do elderly people is being robbed by 3 thugs.
What kind of Yakuza calls the cops? You're a stain on your family.
Call me what you want, but if I call the cops, you're done. I suggest you give up and get out.
Maybe instead, I'll rat you out.
Oh yeah?
Ichiban? Rat him out to who?
The Seiryu chairman. We just need to pay him a visit at their HQ. We'll go tomorrow, bright and early, and get the chairman to fix all of this.
Don't you fucking dare! This is my business, not the chairman's! If you breathe a word, I'll kill you!
So you're that scared of the chairman, huh?
So?
So, you're coming with me, you spineless worm.
Huh?
Yeah, you're gonna take me there yourself. Because if you refuse to come along, I'm gonna tell the big scary chairman everything you did. And maybe some things you didn't, too. I mean, look at yourself. Doing business like this in the name of the Seiryu clan? As a Yakuza, you accept consequences for your actions.
So, does this mean we have to go?
here it is.
Wow.
That's a hell of a gate. This place has that Yakuza HQ feeling down. Can't hurt to be cautious.
Listen,
Let's make sure we're really good to go then.
Got it.
Okay. Hey, you wait right here, Totsuka. Told you what'll happen if you try to run, right? I know. Can't have you saying whatever you please to the chairman, after all. Don't know what might be waiting for us in there. Better make sure we're ready before we bust in. Could see if there's anything we can use as weapons lying around, or stop by somewhere that sells medicine. That's the game's unsubtle way of being like, yo, you need to buy shit. We have lots of onigiri. We've got some bento. We've got some karaage. Some fluffy croquettes. We got some mysterious stuff. We've got all of these, including one legendary first aid kit, which we're not using. We've got all of these materials that we can't do anything yet. Now we just need a pawn shop. We got some valuables. Yep, spider. We're gonna save real quick, just to be safe. Wait, how much money do we have? 4,000? That means it's time to get Adachi some shoes. Because there we go. Shoes.
ありがとうございました。
Cool. And if anybody's about to like play a card to make me, you know, play a mini game or something, now's the time, because otherwise we're gonna be busy for a little bit. Just saying. Yo, where that beef bowl place at? Actually, I feel like I'm missing a thing, so we're gonna go check it out real quick because I think there's a subquest I'm missing, and it's kind of an important early subquest, so, and I'm gonna beat up these, yeah, alright, hungry homeless? No, hammered head and a battle bum.
Yeah.
I have the better battle bum. Permit me to demonstrate. Ah, more entries for the Suji decks. Oh, yep. Boy, that's a lot of garbage. Boy, that's a lot of garbage. Wonder what all that garbage is.
Whoa! The hell's going on there? This is a freaking dump.
Supposedly it's a pawn shop.
Huh? Pawn shop? Looks more like a hoarder's house. They really getting customers like that?
I've never seen anyone buy anything from here. It's such an eyesore. Officials from the public office have had to come talk with the owner a couple times now. The owner said it was all merchandise, and that he'd sue if they tried anything. They haven't been able to reach an agreement since.
Merchandise, huh?
Oh, it smells terrible, and it attracts all sorts of bugs, too. It's a nightmare. Oh, I wish they'd do something about it.
Definitely would be rough to have this in the neighborhood. Hopefully it won't be long.
I don't know if there's anything I can do about it right this second. But there is a silver safe.
Should I open it? Got it.
Sooty work clothes, which might actually be good. They are not. Alright, so let's meander away. We'll beat up these two random dudes real quick. One of them called me Baka, so now they definitely have to die.
Okay.
God damn it, Namba, get in there.
Let's go.
Hey, have you heard about the Kappas? Really? Hi, Devin. Well, rumor has it there are 10 Kappas hiding in Yokohama, and if you snap a picture of each one, you'll have good luck. You know what I like about this Kappa right here, though? It's got a cute butt. Wonder what the other Kappas' butts are like. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Yeah.
Get alive! I'm up!
Let's go. No, leave.
Not a loser!
Yeah, I'm not a loser.
Okay. Let's go.
One of my favorite tidbits of language/culture is that there are two main words for idiot in Japanese, and which one is more offensive depends on where in Japan you are. That's cool. I'm into it. Okay, I'm gonna walk 20 steps in the other direction and come back. And then if it still doesn't trigger, then we're gonna go do our main quest.
Cool.
We got ourselves some shoes for our former cop, so. Running in a parking lot. Nah, fam. You don't want none of this. I will hit you in the face with a pipe. You will not like it. You will cry. Aha! Lana Bender was right. This is my merchandise. None of it's trash. But it's spilling out from your property. Surely you can't mean... I take it you've never heard of a little thing called roadside business. Lots of places have flags and signs outside. You got a problem with those? I just wish the people from the welfare office would treat me like they do everyone else. Hey, wait. We're still not done talking. So that's the owner of the pawn shop. That's too big on picking up, is he? Oh, what am I gonna do?
Hey.
So he owns that dump, huh? Huh? Oh, yes. Excuse me, but who are you? I'm Casca. I'm kind of new in town. Sounds like the neighbors are pretty up in arms about this place. Casca. Ah! So you're Casca's son. You've heard of me? Indeed. I've heard rumors about you from many of the city's homeless. Talk of a huge new guy on the scene named Casca with even bigger hair. I'm actually with welfare services, so I have a lot of connections with the homeless. But, wow, I never thought I'd get to meet you. Guess I am making a name for myself here. Too bad it's for all the wrong reasons. I'm Kondo. I work for the Public Division of Welfare. Division of Welfare, huh? Sounds like you have a lot on your hands. Well, that's the nature of a job. Still, this place has been a real thorn in my side. Saying it's a pawn shop, right? Correct. The owner, Gomi-san, keeps saying that the trash is all his merchandise, which, of course, prevents us from removing it. That said, he was indeed a pawn shop at one point. But after his wife passed away, he became somewhat of a recluse, and the shop turned into the trash heap you see today.
Wow.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's because I'm younger than him or what, but he refuses to listen to a word I say. So now I'm caught between an angry hoarder and an angrier neighborhood. Man, even I'm starting to feel bad. Say, maybe you could try reaching out to him, Casca-san? Me? Yeah. I'm sure by now Gomi-san's had enough of me or the neighborhood folks pestering him. Thinking maybe if a new, more intimidating face gives it to him straight, he might finally get the picture. Sure about that? At this point, I think throwing him a curveball's my best bet. I'll even reward you for it, so could you please help? For the sake of the city?
Sure thing.
Okay, I'll help. Seeing as you've got your hands full. Thank you. I'll get Gomi-san right away. Never would have guessed the doorbell would be there. Was it now? Huh? Who are you? You look like a Yakuza. Oh, I see. So even the welfare office is in their pocket, is that it? I'm not sure what you're getting at. This is Casca-san. He just recently moved in. He wanted to express his feelings about the state of your shop. I'll bet. Come on, that guy's a Yakuza through and through. No Yakuza, just another citizen like you.
Sup?
So, tell me, you ever think about cleaning all this crap up? It's not crap. This is a pawn shop, and that is all respectable merchandise. Not getting rid of it. Yo, doesn't look like he's too big on changing his tune. Sure is stubborn. There's gotta be something that'll win this guy over. Doubt he's gonna listen to reason, so maybe we need to play his emotions.
Sup?
Hey, you used to run this place with your wife, right? Now it's covered in a mountain of trash. Can't imagine she'd be happy about it. Bastard. You take that back! Huh? You? What do you know about me? How could you possibly know how I feel right now? What's up with you? I'm afraid we're done talking here. Can't say I didn't see this coming. This is usually the part where I get chased off.
No.
Nah, I don't think he's looking to chase us. He's about to get his face beat in. Damn. No way out of this one. Die!
You're going down.
Watch him be like level 4. Oh, level 9. It's gonna take 2 turns to get him. Work clothes? I think that's an upgrade.
Oh,
Damn it.
Hey, you ever thought about getting rid of all this trash?
Yeah, but it's not just trash. It's memories of my wife.
Memories?
I used to run this place with my wife. We didn't make much, but life was good.
Right. I heard this place used to be legit.
Then one day, my wife collapsed while tending the store. By the time they found her, it was too late, and she passed on. Despite her health, she worried about the shop until the very end. And the worst part is that I was off goofing around while my wife was hard at work here at the shop. I've never forgiven myself. It's my fault she's gone. If I had just been at the shop that day, she would have lived. To think I wasn't there for her.
Gomi-san.
I tried to keep the place going by myself, but then a thought crossed my mind when I was helping a customer. What if she appraised this? How might she have felt about it? I asked. Thinking about it that way, I started to see everything in this place like it still had a little piece of her. But from then on, I got too scared to throw anything away. I feared I might end up throwing her away somehow. Next thing you know, the store's looking like this. I kept telling myself it was merchandise, but I could never bring myself to sell it. I knew I was being unreasonable, but I just... I can't say goodbye to these things. They're all I have left of her.
Yeah, I get how you feel. And I'm sure it was tough losing your wife. But what about all that your wife worked so hard for, huh? What about that? I didn't even notice this place was a shop until someone pointed it out to me. All I saw was a pile of trash. The place you two work so hard to protect is so covered up, nobody even knows it's here. If anything has a memory of your wife in it, it's none of that shit out front. I'd say it's the shop itself, yeah?
Oh, Gomi-san. I think maybe it's time to bring this place back to its former glory.
Oh, Kyoko!
I've contacted the office. They'll be out here to start cleaning up soon.
I'm so sorry for letting things get like this.
Might want to tell that to your neighbors instead of me. What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to get everything looking like new and open up shop again. My wife gave her all for this place. If she's still watching over me, I should make sure it's something we can both be proud of.
Yeah. Maybe I'll stop by and pay you a visit sometime.
Kasuga-san, thank you very much. I think my manager is going to be real pleased after today. Here, this is a token of my appreciation.
A flame amulet.
Thanks. And keep up the great work at the welfare division, man. If you ever get promoted, maybe you can sneak a little more meat into the pork soup at the soup kitchen.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna take off. See ya.
Yeah. Take care.
This game is really good at getting to your emotions. It happens a lot. That woman just disappeared.
I should give this cleaning up thing a shot one of these days.
And there we go. Subquest cleared. When somebody says it's not about the money, it's about the money. Wow, you got that cleaned up quick. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm here to sell. Wait, since when do I have a metal broom?
So itchy.
Well, Namba, you just got yourself a big-ass upgrade. That's a big-ass upgrade. That is a significant... Goblin will be pleased that we're giving Nanbra the drip now. And you are getting the work clothes because you need that that defense. There we go. And we've got a health ring. Health ring is not going on Nanba. I'm sorry. We had plastic umbrella, rugged cane, and then somewhere I got a metal broom. But it's a very good upgrade for him, and we're gonna rock it. Chicken Del Sol. Okay, so Chicken Del Sol is where I want to go because the Karage, 150 HP healing items sound like exactly what I need right now.
Cool.
Oh, he hits hard now. Gone are the days of dealing like 15, 20 damage. We resist the urge to gamble. Because we will not win anything. Because rigged. And we get a bunch of cheap healing items. Because it's really good. Like, these are really good items. So we're gonna spend a bit of money here. Oop, oop, oop. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Didn't mean it. Okay, y'all want to fight?
Cool. Don't get cocked. Check this out. You want to fight? I got this. Okay.
I was gonna lose my mind if that sign actually connected and dealt damage.
I'm up.
I think I've got enough money to eat. There's 15 items on the menu. I'm not going to be able to afford everything. I'm not. And I don't want to get a bunch of alcohol because that's just going to end up bad. One oolong tea to go. Who's thirsty?
Tasty.
I eventually need to go talk with Namba at the bar so that way we can have our bro moments. Okay. I see you have chosen death.
You're going down. Take your best shot. Cool. Get serious. Come on now. You're in it now. Yeah. Let's go. I got this. Okay. I'm up. The enemy is defeated.
Alright, that's fine.
Cool. Check this out.
Swing, 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 go, 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 go. Let's go!
That's how you do it.
Somebody please clip that.
So itchy.
Good lord.
Pretty good. So good.
Hey,
Okay. I don't see any guards.
that's because no one is stupid enough to try and raid the Cereal Clan. You set us up. We never grant entry to anyone from other factions. That gate drops like a cattle chute if someone walks through without giving the correct signal. Then, we take our time with the slaughter. Whatever their rank may be in their own herds, we don't give a shit.
Where's the chairman? Upper floor somewhere?
Perhaps. You'll never reach him. I won't let you get anywhere near his office.
Oh, I was really hoping he'd seen the light. Guess we're back to using brute force, boys.
I tell you, never a dull day with Ichiban.
People better put us in their wills for this.
Bring it!
The battle is on! Yeah. Those that? I got this. Watch this. Cool. Get serious.
Check this out!
Let's go.
You're in it now!
Take your best shot. Weak.
Yeah, this game's pretty accurate because I am indeed flammable.
Have fun with this.
Yeet!
I got this!
Yes. Come on now.
I'm up!
Let's go.
The enemy is defeated!
Moving up in the world.
6 HP, 9 MP? Nice.
You wait right there. You won't be leaving here alive.
You gotta be kidding me. How are we supposed to get through?
Well, standing around won't solve anything. Let's find another way around.
Found a rock. Damn it, the electricity's cut off. Hey, this door's open. Doesn't look like they want to let us through. And it's time to give them hell again. You guys stupid? Let's just run.
Damn, the other door's locked. This is a dead end. This should hold it.
For a brief bit of time.
Open up, assholes! Now what? We can't hold this forever. Then we need to improvise. Son of a...
The fuck? Where are they?
I don't know where they went. The door's locked.
And unlock the damn thing before they get away!
What? A cardboard box?
Hey! Get your ass over here!
They bought it.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey. You're good, Namba. Coast is clear.
Now what?
Listen.
Should we try the corridor that connects above us? Maybe we could get to the chairman's room by going up the left side. Yeah, kinda roundabout, but it'll work. Seems like the Seiryu clan members unlocked the doors for us, too.
Hold on.
Security might be tighter that way. Let's see if we can enter from that door over there first. Right after we go check out this shiny thing. And then this box of impure lead. That's a treasure, alrighty.
I've been waiting for you. Gentlemen, get rid of him.
Your voice does not match your face.
Yeah. Let's go. Watch this. Take your best shot. Get serious. Check this out. Don't get cocky. Let's go.
That is a
You want to fight? You're in it now. Go in it. Get serious. Alive. Okay. Take your best. Yeah. Come on now. Want to fight? I'm up. Let's go. Don't get cocky. Get serious. Too dizzy. Yeah. Have fun with this. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Let's just finish the guy off.
You want to fight? This sucks. Check this out. Okay. I'm up. Going in. Yeah, there we go.
Good money, good XP.
No one else is coming? Pretty weak ambush if you ask me.
I bet those idiots wanted to hog the credit for taking out the...
Should I open it? Got it.
A helmet. Toughness light. Speaking of Streamloots, you got a card? We playing cards? That what we doing? Whoa. Okay. As we get closer to the end of the auction, things are heating up. Oh, it's magic? It offers magic? Well, I know a dude who could use that. I just want to check in here real quick to see if there's any loot, which there is. A first aid kit? That's a res. That is a revival to somebody at 0 HP. Unless it's Ichiban, then the game immediately ends. Ichiban hits 0, that's it. The battle is lost. Thank you for your bid, though, Goblin. Hold up, guys, wait. Hold up. I just gotta do a thing real quick. Alright, I had my energy drink, we're good.
this.
All right, you guys close enough? Do you count? Do you count? Do you count? Oh yeah.
You wanna go?
Come on now. You wanna fight?
Next time.
Man, my back. It's killing me.
Tauriner, which I think is MP. I just totally destroyed that plant. I have not.
Come on. I'll pound you into the floor myself.
You sure look like you're full of hit points.
Let's do it. Okay.
You're in it now.
Have fun with this. Oh, that reeks. Yeah, get serious.
You wanna go?
Check this out.
Let's go.
I got this.
Let's go.
Do it.
No mercy.
Boy, you really do have... Wow, you have a lot of frickin' HP. I didn't perfect guard the kick, but I did perfect guard,
You're in it now.
like, getting somebody yeeted into me, which is really funny.
Watch this.
I need you to get lit on fire, dude. That's what we need right there. That's the big deal. That is a big deal.
Take your best shot.
Oh, yeah. Come on now. Let's give him hell.
Feeling good. Going in.
All right. We've got massive attack boost. He's got massive defense drop. Take your fire damage. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Get serious. I got a bad feeling about this. Let's get making the first move and just see how it goes. No begging for mercy now. Let's get it done.
All right, let's do it.
Oh yeah? Now we're talking.
All right. Good thing we stopped.
Have fun with this. I got this.
Take your best shot.
Ass picking time. This'll be good. Come on, let's go. You're done now.
Feeling good.
He is not dead.
Let's go. No mercy.
There we go. That guy was tough.
The enemy is defeated.
Nice.
But that does actually, that levels up. Oh, it's his rank. So that's like the really good stats. And I saw a silver safe in here, which means something good.
Should I open it?
You should.
Sweet.
Work overalls. That sounds like a gear upgrade. Let's... It affects healing, so... Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna hold... Oh, do I really want to... Yeah. Thank you, Finn. I appreciate you. Love to see it. Why is that locked? Am I missing something? Probably. Toughness light.
All right. Which way we going?
Behind us!
You're never gonna make it to the chairman!
Holy shit! Hang on! I'll get you out of this! Hold on, Namba! I got you! Hurry! Just a little more! Adachi-san!
Get yourself a friend like Ichiban who will, like, yeet himself across a high-rise for you.
Namba, over here! Adachi! We got him! Now lift! Don't give up! Heavy!
I'm alive.
Thought I was goner. You said it. Does this mean we have to climb back up? Seems like it. Let's look for another way. But hey, there's a Red Bull station right here. Yeah, everybody back up to full.
You're going down. Okay. Don't get cocky. Watch this.
Now. Oh, well, you know what? I'm okay with the stun. I am okay with the stun. The stun is good. Are y'all gonna linger close enough together? Oh, you moved. I think you ruined it. Oh no, we got the kill anyway. Good, 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 good. Everybody's worrying about getting perfect cards, and Namba's like, I'm just gonna move out of the way. It's fine. Wait for that other clan member to walk back in. Come on, back off. Meander your way a little bit. Come on, dude. Dude, look threatening at me. Perfect. Don't work harder, work smarter. Oh, and free healing from rank ups and level ups.
Look at me go.
Beautiful. Half-empty drink. Wait, if that's the door I'm supposed to go to, but I have the option to do this one, it's locked. Never mind, I was about to be like, time to get some loot. The free healing is meh, but like it basically redeems me the MP I spent on the previous battle. Free casting is free casting. Perfect.
Come on now. Get right. Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, B.
Huh, that reeks. Cool. You want to fight? Check this out.
I'm up.
You're weak.
Wait, that was 131 damage? Bruh.
Come on.
Wait, no. I wanted you to guard. Please don't.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah? Let's go. Yeah.
Take
Watch this shot.
Alright. I need you to light this dude on fire. Or just kill him. That also works.
Better luck next time. Hell yeah.
Free healing. Still good. Katanas are like unreasonably powerful for no reason other than yay Japan. Ah, now we have key. Haha.
So itchy. Anyone hungry?
Hey. Some sort of blueprint for this facility. It's interesting. There's a ladder icon at the edge here. Looks like it connects with the room where we found the key, but I don't remember seeing a door. Maybe it's hidden. This building's a goddamn fortress, so a hidden passage wouldn't even surprise me. It's gotta be it. Let's hurry back to that room and check it out. Right after we look for any shiny briefcases. With a hand grenade! And a silver safe.
Should I open it? Got it.
Safety shoes! Can I steal somebody's lunch? Guess not. Increases magic. Well, there you go, my dude. No doors. That's weird. Blueprint pointed right here.
Oh.
Whoa, check this out. It's a button. How did we not see that the first time? Sure, here goes. Click.
Seriously?
Alright, now we can go up. Just the way Nanba was like, seriously? Foiled by a chair that I oddly cannot destroy like everything else in this game. I could also... I accidentally went down. There's gotta be a... Oh, there is a total reason for this. Let's go.
Should I open it?
You should open it.
Sweet.
A jacket. It's not even a great jacket. It's just slightly better if you're willing to give up the dexterity. Oh, stamina and light. Now that's worthwhile. TV, old CRT.
Should I open it? Got it.
Health ring. Gorky, your gambling is off the chain right now. It is remarkable. Oh, here we go.
Again, huh? So this is where we are.
Wait, we've been here already?
Doesn't seem too familiar to me.
Oh, we were just here a minute ago. You guys have terrible memory.
Hey, this place looks safe enough. Why don't we take a breather?
Anyone hungry?
I think this box actually has, like... No, it doesn't. It does not. It doesn't have all of the DLC stuff, because I didn't activate it yet. And I have actually made it a point to try avoiding using as much as I can of the DLC stuff for now. Just because I don't wanna make the game too easy. But once we get towards the tail end of the game, I'm definitely gonna be playing with some... I just had to destroy a plant to get a carrot. It's fine. Don't at me. Oh, this looks like a big important door. This looks like a... Wait. This looks like a big important door. You're such a pain in the ass. We just want to see the chairman. Out of the way. You made it this far. That's far enough. You're still standing after all that? Yeah, and it's Unstoppable Trio against Unstoppable Trio. Come on, Namba, Adachi-san.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a loser.
Alright, so 3 bosses at once. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's get cocky. Go yeah. Cool. Get alive. Come on now. You want to fight? You're gonna win this shit. All right, let's do it. Get serious. Let's go. Go in. There's a kid No begging for mercy now.
Alright, so the answer is we are killing the dude that has healing items. Ah, you are on fire. All is well.
Check this out.
Oh, you're weak to getting hit?
Go yeah.
You're weak to punches? Well,
Get serious.
do I have good news for you, my dude? Always kill the healer first. Especially when he can stun you.
Get serious. Someone's gonna pay, for fuck's sake.
And now Namba's too mad to do anything but just smack a guy with his broom. This could be a little cumbersome.
That's better. Hold it together. Someone's gonna pay. Come on now. I'm up. I got this.
Hey, we kicked the table and it hit somebody. Amazing.
Back in the game. Yeah.
No, Batbreaker is very specifically single target. Yeah, we're gonna healing powder, I think. But it's also really heavy damage. You do not need the full one, but we're gonna get this one so it's uninterrupted.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Down on the ground. Oh yeah. Okay. Have fun with this. Oh yeah. Oh, that reeks. Cool. Take your get back shot. I'm up. Going in. No mercy. Yeah. Watch this.
Light a dude on fire, Nanbra. As needed.
Yeah. Check this out. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. You're in it now. Have fun with this. Oh yeah? Cool. Come on now. I'm up. Going in. No mercy. Let's do it. Yeah. Don't get caught. This.
That finish was for you, Goblin.
How'd the likes of you learn to fight like that?
Who are you? We're employees from your place of business, Otohime Land.
You're from our own soap land?
We were helping Nanoha Mukoda, a woman who works there. You've been sucking money out of her while keeping her dad prisoner in the old folks' home.
I told you. We're doing what needs to be done.
I've heard all that already, and it's bullshit! You can't just twist the Yakuza code to suit yourself! That's being a fucking prick!
Stop this.
Boss! Totsuka, what's happening here? There was a dispute on our turf, and so...
You look like hitmen to me. Are you Yakuza?
We're not hitmen. We came with a request for the chairman.
A request?
About Totsuka's business operation.
Sunlight Castle?
Could we have a bit of your time?
How can I be sure you won't try to kill me?
Frisk us if you want. We're unarmed.
What's wrong?
This guy had a strange-looking bill on him.
Yeah, I've had that for a while. No idea where it came from, though. Someone just put it in my pocket at some point.
What should we do?
Nothing. It's just play money.
You sure you don't want to tie a string around it? Hurts like a bitch if you don't. I suppose you would know, wouldn't you? Of course, after you made me lose 2 of them. Just give me the knife already, Captain.
It's natural that society wants to avoid seeing its own underbelly. But luckily for those who refuse to look, I've taken many risks to protect them from the Komi Jewel. I've protected them from the Chinese faction as well.
Yeah, I don't know everything about it, but I figured it was the Seiryu clan keeping it all balanced.
The balance is starting to crumble. It must be said that in any faction, the men operate businesses unknown to the boss. But I'm hearing that some have gone so low as to extort money from the homeless.
Yeah, that's the Yokohama Leomom. I got plenty of personal experience with that.
I see. And as for Totsuka, I never thought he would keep such a large business secret. Thank you for telling me. I knew of its existence, of course. And I was glad Totsuka was the director. Our clan bought that building 30 years ago. It was crumbling. Some wanted it demolished. Others wanted to make it a historic landmark. I settled the issue. I said it should be turned into a retirement home, run by Totsuka. I trusted him completely. I never knew he was running another type of business on the top floor.
It was still in the exploratory phase. I was gonna tell you about it once it became a viable business.
It's gross that you're even calling it a business. Chairman, the whole operation is just wrong. You gotta do something. The people there need to be let out.
Kasuga, was it?
Yes, sir.
I think you have the wrong idea here.
Sorry?
I appreciate you telling me about Totsuka's secret business, but I have no need or desire for your opinion.
But he's murdering innocent people.
Misfortune is often a side effect of profit. One's happiness might be purchased with another's unhappiness. To a certain extent, that is unavoidable in our line of work.
Agreed, boss.
With that logic, you could justify anything, no matter how dishonorable.
Totsuka, I'd like to hear your own description of what happens on the top floor.
The excellent course offers a smooth and painless transition out of this life. It's compassionate euthanasia.
Euthanasia? That's bullshit! I saw it happen! You murdered the woman who was in a wheelchair!
Euthanasia is a painless release given to those who need it. That woman in the wheelchair left this world peacefully. You should realize, sometimes it's not the patient who wants it, but the family.
Oh yeah? What about Nanoha's dad?
Perfect example. She wanted us to dispatch her father.
Liar!
What do you know about it? I met with her myself and she approved it.
That can't be true.
Consider this your lesson about certain realities in this world.
You may want to look away.
I'm done playing teacher.
Totsuka!
Sir!
Put it down. I don't need your finger.
Thank you, Chairman.
But that doesn't mean that I approve of this little side business you were running. Therefore... Takabe!
Understood. Boys, take him out of here.
What?
Show him what'll happen if he ever sets foot in here again.
No, Chairman! Chairman!
Kasuga. A Yakuza cannot be judged merely by society's standards of what is right and wrong. Our reputation is everything. But we cannot preserve our reputation if we allow civilians like you to trespass. Don't fool yourself into thinking you did something brave today. The truth is, your actions have disgraced me and the Seiryu clan. I want that knowledge to weigh heavy on your heart.
As scared as I should be right now, I'm super into it, Chairman. That was awesome.
I'm sorry.
I was starting to think that during the 18 years I spent in prison, the type of Yakuza I admired went extinct. But you're one of them. You're the old school kind of Yakuza. The kind I've always believed in, and always will.
I see. I'm glad such a thing is still appreciated. I must admit, I find myself wondering what kind of Yakuza raised you like that.
You're asking about my patriarch? He was the type of guy who would show up to rescue a dumbass kid who dropped his name just to get out of trouble. Even a kid he never met. He'd cut off his own finger for the family name. Right. Let's go home.
Wait. I'm curious. What was the name of this patriarch?
Masumi Arakawa, of the Arakawa family. Ex-Tojo clan.
Arakawa?
Yep. Although when I went to find him the other day, he did put a bullet in me. So, I guess I should probably take the hint. But he can't take away all the lessons I learned from him. To me, he's still the way a man ought to be.
Arakawa. I'll remember that.
Ichiban's loyalty is always, like, really, really mind-blowing to me.
Well, guess we should head back to the soap lounge.
Huh? Oh, yeah, whatever.
So, that was a shocker. Now Nanoha agreed to the euthanasia. I guess you never know for sure what people really want.
Oh, you missed some stuff, Deep.
Hey, just a minute, please.
Need something, Captain?
Come to Sunlight Castle with me. I'm having Nanoha meet us there.
What? Why?
Just do it. Are you Nanoha Mukoda?
Yes?
We talked on the phone. I'm Takabe, the general manager.
Where's Totsuka-san?
He had some urgent business and couldn't be here, so I'm filling in.
I see.
I apologize for how sudden this is, but we're closing our institution.
You're closing?
Yes. As such, we won't be able to continue caring for your father. We're terribly sorry, but you'll have to make other arrangements for him.
But the operation, wasn't that scheduled for today?
It's been canceled. We deeply apologize and ask for your understanding.
Canceled? But if he doesn't get that operation, he'll die!
Huh? Hold up. What did you just say?
They said he'll die without the surgery.
Just double checking. But is that what you paid Totsuka for last time you met? What did you two talk about?
At the meeting, we... Somehow I scraped together 2 million yen. But can I finish paying later? Maybe we don't even have to do the surgery that soon. I'm worried he's still too weak for it.
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts now. Your father deserves to be at peace. You said it yourself. But now you're cheaping out on him?
No, please don't say that. Of course I want Dad to have peace in his golden years. I don't want him in pain, but... does it have to be so expensive?
I'm afraid it does. Given the delicate nature of the task, there may be complications. Don't you see the need for finesse? That's what you're paying us for.
Oh, okay. It's just my father's never had an operation.
Oh. First timer, huh? Hey, if we can laugh about it, it must not be that bad, right?
Huh? I guess.
So she had no idea.
It seems not.
She thought the operation was a life-saving procedure.
Damn, we barely got to him in time.
Nanoha-san, let me assure you, the operation is no longer necessary.
Sorry?
Your father was examined again, and doctors concluded the previous diagnosis was incorrect.
Oh, really?
Yes. Therefore, we are returning this payment to you immediately. We realize how inconvenient our closure is to you. So, all money paid towards care after today's date will be refunded.
But... what do I do now? When does he have to move out?
Please, don't worry. There will be no forced relocations. As I said, we realize how inconvenient this is for you. Your father may stay here free of charge until you make other arrangements.
Are you serious?
Finally, some actual fairness.
This was by order of the chairman.
I'm glad to hear that. Real glad.
So, who was it who said she was in trouble again?
Leave it alone. Everybody makes mistakes.
So much for detectives' hunches.
Hey, Adachi's mistake led to her dad's survival, so there. Let's just be grateful for our luck.
I'll trust you all to iron out whatever you need to.
Yeah, we're good. Hey, bit of advice. You should put that away.
Oh, yes, of course.
Now that you've got a fat wad of cash, maybe you can afford to work at a nicer place, you know?
Sorry?
We were hired to work at Otohime Land while you were out. You were only working there so you could fund your dad's care, right?
Yes.
You don't even have to go back. We'll tell the boss you quit if you like. Oh, and we'll get you any back pay you're owed.
Really? Oh, that'd be great, actually.
No worries. Go on and see your dad. I'm sure he's gonna flip when he sees you.
Thank you.
You know, seeing that smile, I can see why she was their most popular girl.
Such a ladies' man, aren't you? Okay, let's go report to the boss.
Well, we got a little bit of a trek. A little bit of a jog to get there, but that's okay. Nah, you don't want none of this. It's fine. Don't even think. Oh, you gotta be like that? You gotta be like that? Okay. Why y'all running into the street? You want to die that easily? Okay. Oh, line up, line up, line up, line up, line up, line up. Double kill? Double kill? I just realized we haven't healed up from the last effort here, and...
Let's go.
Alright, let's not get run over. No car. We will eventually have somebody get hit by a car. It will probably be me.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Would you tell me how to get to the station?
Huh? What nonsense you speaking?
Would you tell me how to get to the station?
Oh, shit. It's English. Don't worry.
What?
That didn't do it, huh? Okay, let's see.
Looks like someone needs to brush up on their English.
Huh?
Can you tell me how to get to the station?
Go straight and turn right. Go, go, go. Go your way. And believe in yourself.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
You are welcome. Not bad, huh? Guess that English certificate really paid off.
Yeah, I guess so. My English sucks ass.
What can I say? If you can't handle English at that level, how do you expect to survive the effects of globalization?
Can you repeat that?
I'm saying you need an international mindset. Haven't you ever wanted to work overseas, broaden your horizons? To do that, you need to study. So I started going here.
Oh, this is a school? Unabara Vocational, huh?
Yep, been going here a while now. And guess how many certs I've racked up? 50.
50? For real? That's crazy. I have, like, none.
You gotta change that, man. Now's the time to build yourself as an individual. If you're the only one without certifiable skills, I'm afraid you'll get left behind. Hey, I know. Why don't you sign up for a free trial?
What, for vocational ed?
Yeah, for a limited time only, they offer the first lesson free. Might as well give it a shot. I mean, you do want to develop your personality, don't you?
Well,
Fourth wall break.
That way, sure.
Great! Then let's get you signed up right away.
Okay.
All right, we have less than 1 hour left for the
This is
auction.
A vocational school. First time being in one.
Yep, it's one of the best in the industry, too. Anyway, the front desk's right over here.
Oh, hello, Ikari-san.
Hey there, Miyakoshi-san. Pretty nice weather, huh? I mean, not like it affects us indoors, but... yeah.
Say, who did you bring along?
Oh, right. He's a buddy of mine. Said he wanted to do a free trial. Yeah, and of course, I was the one who invited him.
So that's what this is. You just brought me here so you could impress a girl, you sly dog.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the referral, Ikari-san.
It was nothing. It's not like I was up all night thinking what favors I could do to impress you or anything.
Oh, this poor awkward nerd.
So my name's Miyakoshi, and I'm the school receptionist.
Then
It's very
underscore
nice to
finite
meet
is
you.
handing you their money.
I'm Ichiban
Stop
Kasuga,
talking.
and the pleasure's all
Okay,
mine.
sorry.
Kasuga-san. Noted. Okay, well, why don't I give you the rundown on how we do things here?
Better clean the wax out of those ears. Miyakoshi-san is lending us her precious time. So don't go spacing out.
You're not helping.
So what we aim to do is provide certified training for all kinds of job seekers and hobbyists alike. Just so you know, our pass rate is second to none. We are here to help passionate people find their footing. And that's why, here at Onabara, knowledge is yours to own.
Whoa, so you guys are #1 in the business? That's awesome.
We certainly do our best. And while we do want you to pass your exam and get your certificate, there is more to it than that. What we emphasize here is gaining life experience. You know, personality development.
Fourth wall break
Getting
again.
a grasp on who you are is the crux of higher learning. After all, what's the point of earning a piece of paper if you can't apply what you've learned?
Well said, Miyakoshi-san. Poetry to the ears.
Can you just be quiet? Anyway, I think I got the gist of it. I'm actually more interested in that personality development part, if anything.
Fourth wall break!
Then I'll put you down for a trial lesson. Let me know whenever you're ready, and we'll go ahead and start your lesson.
You got it.
Kasuga-san.
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect, right?
This facility is all about developing one's personality. Passing exams will improve different facets of Kasuga's personality. After the free trial exam, you'll have to pay the exam fee.
Which exam would you like to take?
Sports Tier 2? Oh, but look at all that personality growth if I get 3 out of 5 right. It is actually our second character quote. It can be a thing.
This one? Make sure you have a pencil.
I may begin. Soccer is a team sport in which competing teams aim to score points by kicking a ball into an opposing team goal. With the exception of the goalie, touching the ball with one's hands or arms is considered a foul. What is this particular foul called? Handling. Marathon is a track and field event that requires running a distance of 42.195 kilometers, which the following is the event that became the origin for this distance. Golf is played on a course in which the golfer's goal is to hit the ball into a hole as few strokes as possible. Reach the hole in exact number of preset strokes is 1. 1 stroke is called a birdie. The term for 3 is an albatross. Because 2 is eagle. Skiing is the sport of holes. I probably did terrible. Blocks mode did not work.
Yes!
Yeah! Ready? You're the man! You're the man! You're the man!
Oh, is it because it... Alright, so give me half a second here. I'm gonna fix a thing. Voice mod. Start voice mod. Oh, it is absolutely silly that they just start chanting, "You're the man, you're the man." But it's also incredibly charming. God, why are you like this? There we go. There we go. Alright, so this and change the voice mod on. We're just gonna keep it on for like a minute or so. It's fine. Right, it's good. Is this better? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's my voice mod. I am now auto-tuned to Tetris. Part of the Stream Links cards. I have a bunch of these auto mods, so. Oh, it was Marathon. I thought that was too simple.
That should just about wrap it up. Thanks for trying us out.
Whew. Not bad for your first time, but long and treacherous is the road to mastery. Just ask this guy.
I can't wait till I get 50 certs so that you shut up.
What did you think of your lesson, Kasuga-san?
I can say with confidence, I've never studied so much in my life. But hey, it was fun. It was kind of nice being in a classroom again, too. I think I got
Quote
a lot
number
out of it.
150.
I'm
So,
glad to hear
not
that.
to be that guy,
Each program
but you're paying my
is
whole
designed
ass
to
rent,
become the
so I'm
person
gonna
you
be
always
that
wanted to
guy.
be. That said, would you be interested in full enrollment? It's free to enroll, of course. You only have to pay
Actually, Finn, I'm gonna like
Basically, it's a
give
certificate fee.
you
So what
that
have you
point
got to lose?
back because a quote is not 6,000 points. I'm sorry. Thank you though. Let's see. Complete. Here's your points back. I don't mind. All right, back to clear voice for a bit.
It's Miyakoshi-san. I know I do.
Okay, you made your point. I am curious which aspects of myself could use some fine-tuning. Might as well find out, right?
That's a good attitude to have. Sky's the limit, you know? Please let me know when you found a...
Sure. But once I figure out where to...
I suppose...
Then allow me, master of 50+ certificate.
You?
Oh, looks like we found ourselves the perfect volunteer. You sure you want to handle this, Ikari-san?
By all means. If it puts a smile on your face, then leave old Shrubhead to me. I'll show him the ropes.
You really have no...
Carrots!
Well, by this point, Ikari-san has the most insight out of all the students here. Though he can be a bit of a handful.
You could say that again. But hey, I'm determined. You hear that? I'm counting on you, senpai.
He said senpai.
Then I shall illumine your path. How about that, Mikoshi-san? I'm smart, and I look after my fellow man.
If you say so. Anyway,
Bro, she's just not that into you. All right. Okay, vocational school. Do.
Can I help you?
Take an exam.
Applications available.
These are expensive. These are stupid expensive. Even though I would love to, you know, I would love to take a test to see if I know about Sega games.
Come back when you're ready.
Oh, is it still going off in like blocks? Did I turn that on or off properly? Cause if I gotta do a thing real quick, we do thing. No, should be clean. Okay, good. All right, it's time to resume trying to do the thing we were trying to do. We had ourselves a little. We started going to school. It's good. No, we don't. No, we should just go. So I take a right here. I see you have chosen death. Oh, y'all are a little higher level. Oh. Okay. Yo, we had a successful sign kick. It reduces evasion and accuracy. Uh-oh. He uploaded a private video, but Kasuga's like, what's a private video? Sand attack actually does reduce evasion and accuracy. It's pretty bad. Boy, I should stop somewhere to get something to eat real quick, perhaps. My characters are not feeling great. No. Bye, guys.
Who's hungry?
Me.
Tasty.
We're gonna have to go back to survive soon, too. Well, we're a little tipsy. That's okay. We just completed a major story quest, so of course we should celebrate. It's a happy day. We did it. Get some food in us. Yep, I hear ya. I don't care. Let's see, oh. Yeah, we don't even need to fight you. I don't care. Bye. See ya. We out. We can go tell the boss about everything that happened. Everything's good. Start up the victory music, baby!
Hey, boss. We're back. It got pretty crazy back there. But you know what? Huh? Boss. No way. Why? Why would you?
And thus ends chapter 4.
Nonomiya really didn't seem the type to kill himself.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I would have jumped on that place no matter how big a loan I needed.
Seriously, it's a gold mine. The guy was sitting on a mountain of cash and he just threw himself off.
Classy group. Talking this way at a funeral.
Money does things to people. They know a soap land can be a ticket to riches.
Can't just start one just by submitting some paperwork?
Well, it's gotten a lot stricter. A new soap land has to be more than 200 meters from any school, hospital, or library. There's no downtown real estate that meets that criteria. Not a single lot. So, functionally, it's impossible to open a new soap land.
What about the old ones that have been around forever?
They got grandfathered in.
So Nonomiya's death is another precious soap land down the drain.
I mean, it didn't have to be. He could have sold it and made a huge profit just like those guys said. I really don't understand why he did himself in.
Me neither. There must have been something terrible going on. Something even worse than Nanoha's situation. I really think he was more of a sensitive guy than he ever let on.
Excuse me, sensitive? I don't know about that.
Nanoha-san? Is that you?
Whoa, look at her. Guess she's feeling a lot better now. No more stress about her dad. And she went shopping. Yeah, she looks great. Pretty sexy.
Shut up! She's here to pay her respects, you moron. Grow the fuck up!
Nanoha-san, you should know that we are the ones who found him. I mean, we were just heading back to the shop, expecting to find him there, but he'd already hung himself.
Yeah, I heard you guys just now saying he was sensitive. Come on, we all know he wasn't the greatest guy. And he was selfish, too. But that's why I think there's no way he killed himself.
Damn, Nanoha-san. I know you're still going through a lot, but is this really the time to trash the guy?
Don't lecture me like that. You don't even know me.
We don't know you?
No, you don't. I'm Saeko.
All right, so is Psycho your nickname or something? I don't get it.
No, I'm saying that you and I have never met before, okay? Do you get it now, Gramps?
Gramps? Come on, Nanoha.
Okay, you obviously don't get it. Maybe Four Eyes over there can figure it out?
Four Eyes? No, I can't say I get it at all.
Well, the simple answer is they're twins, right?
We have a winner. You're smarter than you look back there. Yeah, I'm Nanoha's sister.
Seeing as you're Nanoha's twin,
do you have the same, job as she does?
I'm not for sale, if that's what you're asking. I'm a bartender. At a cabaret club that Nonomiya owned, actually.
Jeez, he owned a cabaret club and a soapland?
Yeah, you may not have looked it, but he was actually one of the top dogs in Ijincho's red light district. Now that he's gone, I guess both my club and Otohime Land are probably gonna shut down.
Was it just a coincidence that you and your sister both worked in his establishments?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's crazy, but I didn't even know that Nanoha was working at... at his brothel.
You didn't know?
I had no idea. I only found out a few days ago. And I still don't understand. If I'd known she needed money to take care of her dad, I'd have gladly given her some.
how could you not know? I mean, you're sisters, aren't you? What gives?
You might say we had a complicated relationship. See, I left home when I was young, and I never looked back.
You just cut your family off?
That was how it had to be. But I had no idea my sister was working at Otohime Land.
I mean, Nonomiya had to know the two of you were related.
I'm sure he did. It's obvious we're twins. And apparently he actually did tell Nanoha that I was working at his cabaret club. But she asked him to keep her job a secret from me, no matter what.
Well, not a real surprise, seeing as you were estranged.
Then a few days ago, Nonomiya called me, sounding really worried. He said my sister and dad were in a tight spot, that they were trapped in some kind of Yakuza scam.
That must have been a scary way to find out about the trouble your sister was in.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, we haven't talked in years. And now I'm really worried. I mean, Nonomiya broke his promise to her by telling me she works for him. So Dad and Nanoha must be in really deep trouble.
They were, but it's all good now. No need to worry.
No need to worry. Wait, are you the ones who helped my family? That would make you Kasuga-san, Adachi-san, and Nanba-san. I owe you guys so much.
You knew our names this whole time? You do realize your family's alive because of us?
Look, I really am grateful. Thank you.
It seems like you haven't talked to Nanoha-san about any of this.
No, I haven't. And I feel like it might be better if I just keep pretending I don't know about it.
Hey, I just thought of something important. When Nonomiya told you about your sister, did you say it was by phone?
Yeah?
Huh. Well, that would be pretty damn close to the moment he hung himself.
Oh, yeah. I knew that already. Later on, I realized that phone call ended just moments before he died.
Whoa.
That's what I was trying to tell you before. That phone call is why I know there's no way he committed suicide.
So, wait, what exactly did he say to you?
Oh, exposition, storytelling, I love it.
What? You have your employees doing that?
Basically, the home your sister put your dad in, it's a racket run by the Seiryu clan. They're threatening to kill your father if she doesn't pay them.
Wait, are you serious? And did you just say Nanoha is working at your soap land? Why didn't you tell me before?
I'm sorry. She asked me not to. I feel like shit for ratting on her even now. But at this point, the secret's kinda out.
Okay, just let me think. First of all, are they seriously asking for all that money in one lump sum? I don't have that kind of cash. I guess I could ask around.
We don't have time to try and raise money. We just have to put our faith in these new guys I hired. Maybe they'll pull a miracle out of their ass. You know, Psycho? I think they might actually do it.
Why do you think that? Who are these guys anyway?
They're like, well, it's a bum, an ex-Yakuza, and an ex-detective. I know it sounds shady, but they're good guys. Tough, too. They're risking their lives for Nanoha.
Is the ex-Yakuza that Kasuga-san you mentioned before?
Yeah. He hasn't let me down so far. Huh? Hold on, I heard something.
Oh, is it a customer?
Yeah, probably. Hold on, hon. Hello? Hey, what are you doing? Whoa! Hey, hold on! Stop! Don't just barge in!
Boss?
Stop! Stop!
Boss?
老马，老马，他在这里，老马。
That was the last time you spoke with him?
Yeah.
What happened at the end there?
I don't know. The voices sounded angry. I think they were speaking Chinese.
And this is how you know it wasn't a suicide.
Yeah.
But if these Chinese guys killed him, why'd they try to make it look like a suicide?
Well, I don't want to find out. Let's just tell the police about this.
I already did. I got interviewed by a detective who found my number in Nonomiya's call history. I told him everything I just told you.
So then, why are they still calling it a suicide?
I don't know. But I'll tell you a really weird thing. The detective asked about the Chinese words, so I repeated them. Then he just packed up and left.
Really? Well, let's hear the Chinese.
Sure. I can tell you what I heard, but I don't know what it means. But I do know the words were definitely Laoma, Laoma.
Laoma? What's that?
I just told you I have no idea.
But I do.
Really?
Laoma is a nickname for one of the bosses in the Yokohama Liumang.
One of their bosses? You're sure?
Detective!
His real name is Mabuchi.
That's so weird. Why would they be shouting his nickname like that?
Maybe it was his guys who busted into Nonomiya's room to attack him. They might have been calling to Mabuchi because they'd found Nonomiya.
You're trying to imply Mabuchi's behind the murder? But he was on Seiryu clan turf. The Ijin Three don't attack on each other's land.
They don't. So if that pack's been broken, anything could happen now.
Why did the police ignore what Saeko told them?
Maybe the detective didn't know what Laoma meant.
No. I think it's the opposite. He stopped the investigation because he knew exactly what it meant.
You mean he was scared?
Not so much scared as loyal. Every detective in Nijincho knows who Laoma is. He owns them, really.
What? He bribed all of them?
He pays for a lot of their important family events. Coming-of-age parties, weddings, funerals, you name it. Sends money to their kids, too. Oh yeah, he takes care of them.
What the hell?
Mabuchi, with all these detectives on his payroll, has basically bought access to all their personal information.
He's got his personal herd of cop cattle.
Yep, and milks them whenever he wants. The police are helpless before the Great Wall. And they know it too. But don't go expecting them to do any real investigations where Mabuchi is involved.
Hey, we're forgetting an important question. Why would Mabuchi kill Nonomiya?
Yeah, doesn't seem like it was robbery.
Look at these. It was rare that Nonomiya broke out the full house bonuses.
But he got them for us. He trusted us.
Psycho, thanks for telling us what you heard over the phone. I know it'll help.
You know, it's really sad. How I never even realized someone was worrying about me like he was. He worked so hard all those years, only for things to end up like this. I never got along with my dad or my sister. We were always fighting. My mom did the best she could to keep the family together, and it almost worked. But after she died, I just wanted out. Thing is, for all his flaws, Nonomiya's the one who gave me a real home, even when he knew I had abandoned my family. But I kept saying he was garbage. I was so mean to him right up until the end. I never thanked him for what he did, not even once. I mean, I never thought he could just be gone all of a sudden, you know? All my life, I felt pretty alone. But I thought at least I was free. Now I'm starting to realize that I was kidding myself. Because I wasn't actually alone. And to be honest, I wasn't even that free. It feels more like the people around me were suffocating me. Even Nonomiya.
Look, I know you must have felt like he was suffocating you, but... if you ask me, that sounds like every other family I've ever come across.
It's so frustrating, because it's like... Nonomiya doesn't deserve my tears. He was a dirty, crass old man. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that nobody should care, that the police can write him off. I mean, it's their job to do something, but they're acting like it's just another suicide. That's not right. I can't do anything. Not by myself. But before Nonomiya died, he told me about how you three risked so much to help my sister and my dad. And I just thought...
I'm guessing that's why you came here to find us. Okay.
Okay, my ass. Are you dragging us into another mess?
You're finally starting to understand me, Nurse Namba.
Oh, that's a bad sign. You in, Adachi-san?
About going up against a guy even the police are scared of. My detective instincts are telling me, hell yeah, let's do it.
So, that settles it. Sachan.
Yeah.
Let's do this together. That work for you? From here on out, you don't have to feel alone anymore. Welcome to the party.
Damn it. Oh.
Sup?
You know where Mabuchi's hideout is? Liumang are still mafias, so just like the Yakuza, they're not going to just plaster their name on an office. On top of that, Mabuchi's a cautious bastard. Word is he doesn't even take meetings. So, we don't have any leads?
No.
I wouldn't say that. You know Restaurant Row, just north of here? That's where the Liumang are known to hang out. Like a little Chinatown? It's more Chinatown than Chinatown, really. Mabuchi's got to be hiding there somewhere among Restaurant Row. Let's head over there and ask around.
Yeah.
Starting to get hungry anyway. Don't tell me we're going down there to grab food. Why not? Tachi said this is real Chinatown, so it's got to be good. Better head to bed before I end up staying up all night. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Saeko's inherent boldness makes her much more resistant to fear, charm, and silence than most. She's also particularly good at holding her liquor, and therefore is less likely to get drunk. And I don't think she has any gear on her, so do we have leftovers? You bet we do! Damages one enemy with a handbag. Damages an enemy with a punching technique learned from boxer size. Boosts an ally's attack with bubbly smiles and encouraging charm. Psycho raises her attack by applying a rather aggressive perfume. Entice an enemy with a calculated pose that may lower their attack. She is only rank 1 as a barmaid, though. So, I have 12K, and yes, we do have we have a girl. I need to go to where is Love Magic again? Welcome Pharmacy. It's like down south. We're headed. We got a okay. So we're gonna head south real quick. Because I think we should be able to get her a better handbag than what she has. Because right now she is not hitting people very hard at all, but we can fix that. Technical bag is beyond what I have. I don't think I can actually help her. Nope. I wonder, is the pawn shop open? Because if the pawn shop's open, I do have some... Oh.
Whoa, that takes me back.
Huh? A photo studio?
I had a family picture taken here when I was little. Both Nanoha and I were so nervous, we did not look cute at all. And the photo still got displayed in the showroom.
Guess you two were cute even back in the day.
Well, I won't deny that. Oh, looks like the studio went out of business.
Sign of the times, I guess. You don't see too many taking family photos nowadays.
Guess not. That's too bad. I wonder if that picture we took is still at the house.
You know, even if the picture is gone, the memory of getting it taken is what really matters, right?
Right. Hey, why don't we all take a picture together sometime? Even if it's just a phone pic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, now we can beat these guys up.
I'm ready. Here we go.
Oh, she's very fast.
You're gonna be in a world.
Have fun with this. You wanna fight? Let's go.
You're gonna get stomped.
Come on. You wanna go?
Right.
Did that first hit deal 1 damage to her?
Try this on for size.
Alright, so that's 750. So, I mean, depending on how good... These are kind of lower level, but hey, boxer size low. Beat up a drunk dude. She actually does really well despite being, like, under job level and have no freaking weapon. Probably, what, 300? 280? I was close. It's gonna be one more encounter before we get to the pawn shop, but I think we could sell some stuff. Because if I've got, like, 20 of something, I should be okay. That kick, though. Oh, I could sell excess gear, too. Job rank up. And a passive magic +5, so that's pretty great. I'll take it. I'll take that to the bank. Yo, you're open? Pog. Oh, what a nicely lit shop. Yo, dude. Good work. Okay, good. It won't let me sell something that's equipped. No, we leave the bat alone. Bruh! Bruh, I have so much of this stuff. We're gonna keep, like, 15? Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. I mean, if you're gonna give me $400 for, 400 yen for a spider, wow. 10 grand for a first aid kit? No, I can't. Some of this stuff is way too expensive. Alright, so that's gonna give us enough money to go back and get a purse. We have less than 20 minutes left to go on the auction. Huge increase in stats. Huge. And now I feel comfortable progressing. Let's go.
A strip club? That's an old-timey building.
Hey, check it out, Ichiban. They're looking for part-timers.
900 yen an hour, huh?
Think about it. Make a little money, 2 birds, 1 stone, huh?
2 birds, 1 stone? Getting paid's 1 bird, so what's the other?
Huh? Oh, well, the feeling of contributing to the betterment of society?
Pull that out of your ass, didn't you?
I'm kidding. But I should tell you, it's not like you'd be able to watch the show.
What?
I know the guy who runs the place, and they're looking for someone to help with ticketing and equipment.
Oh, I see.
They can also pick up on whether or not someone's got an ulterior motive almost instantly.
Ulterior motive? Nonsense. I'm just looking for good, honest work.
Sure you are, Namba.
Whatever you say.
Guess a job's a job, no matter where you're at.
God, I almost think I should go ahead and head to the bar before I do too much else. Gotta kill about 15 minutes though, so let's go ahead and continue. Uh-oh.
Hey, somebody help!
Huh?
Just shut up and hand over your wallet.
Come on, people. Seeing this shit makes me sick.
Hey, don't you punks have anything better to do with your lives?
Huh? Who the fuck are you? Oh, perfect timing. You're with PartTimeHero.com, right?
Part-time hero? You lost me.
Sub-story!
I don't know what your problem is, but if you're trying to be a hero, your ass is going down.
Let's beat him down. Here we go.
Take care of this.
That was the wrong move, but whatever. We're gonna really ruin this dude's day.
You're done Yeah, you're in it now. Have fun with this. Let's go. Let's go.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt, she says, before a dude gets kicked in the face.
Man, you really kicked ass back there. Thanks, PartTimeHero.com.
Still don't know what this hero thing you're talking about is.
What? You mean Part-Time Hero didn't send you?
Ta-da-ta-da! Never fear. Part-time hero is here.
Too late, beautiful Joe.
So this year's our bad guy, huh? Just look at him. Yep. Got the classic thug tells. Money-hungry gaze, low-life outfit. What is it with that hair? Looks like he set off a bomb in front of his face.
Actually, this guy right here, he...
Say not another word. For the glory of part-time heroes everywhere, I will vanquish this villain post-haste. Now put up your dukes. I'm no stranger to fisticuffs. Bring it on.
Right.
Level 15 guy from Part-Time Hero.
I'm not back.
Check this out.
No begging for mercy now. Watch this.
You're gonna be in a world.
Hi, Freya.
That reeks. Feeling good. Get serious. Going in. You're weak.
Hope you're ready. Try this on your side.
Ass kicking
Get
time.
serious.
Come on now. Now we're talking. The enemy is defeated.
not a thug at all, man.
He's right. This guy here, he rescued me just now.
He rescued you? What are you trying to say?
That he rescued me.
So it was all just a big misunderstanding. Sorry about that.
It's okay, you
I
gave me
can't do much in the
5,000
way of
yen, whatever.
apology, but I'd be happy to treat you to some tea or what have you.
How's that make up for anything? I went through 2 fights just now.
You know what? You're right. I beg your pardon. Maybe I should introduce myself. I'm the president of Part-Time Hero Incorporated. Please call me Hero. Fun fact, I named this company both after myself and the concept of a hero. So clever, I know.
Okay, I'll ask again. What is this part-time hero thing?
PartTimeHero.com offers a revolutionary service that puts you in touch with a hero, all from the comfort of your smartphone.
Puts you in touch with a hero?
That's what we call you when you register. You'll be taking on quests that people in need post. Upon accepting, it's your job to dash onto the scene and save the day. The concept is, well, it's an odd job service anyone can use. And it doesn't take much to start. You could choose to find pets or people if you'd rather stay out of trouble. I promise, it's rewarding work.
Huh. I gotta ask though, why make this service if there are already others like it? What sets you guys apart?
Well, what really sets us apart? Well, it's our mission to clean up the town, stopping trouble before it starts.
So it's like bounty hunting then?
In a way, yes. What you did just now, fighting off those thugs, that was actually a quest posted by a client. Ijincho, as you know, has an exorbitantly high crime rate. That's why I started this thing up. And what do you know? It works!
Makes sense. Now I know why that guy thought I was all part-time heroed out.
Well, that's another thing. The fact that there are still good, honest people like you out there, it reassures me. I'd say you're one of the few real heroes left in the world.
Yeah, all I did was punch a guy who was starting to piss me off. Anyway, see ya.
Wait, please, just a minute.
What now?
Well, if it's not too much to ask, would you be willing to work for me as a part-time hero?
So you want me as your muscle? That it?
Essentially. We've been getting rave reviews, so we always have an influx of new quests. But since true heroes are in short supply, it means we're short-staffed. The biggest struggle is finding someone capable of actually winning a fight. Since these heroes are rare, a lot of our clients are still in desperate need of help. This city is full of crime. People just don't know what's waiting for them out there. Believe me, I want to help as much as I can, but I'm only one man.
And that's where I come in, huh?
You've got more than what it takes. Above all, you look out for the little guy, and let no evil go unpunished. We need people like you. At my company, and on the streets. You'll receive compensation, of course. It's a job that feels satisfying and pays well. So what do you say? Will you keep this city safe for all of us?
All right, sign me up. Not sure how
Do I
much
think
help
something
can
like
be,
Part-Time Hero would work in real life?
That's
No.
what I like to hear.
Part-Time Hero would get sued so often.
Looking forward to it. Oh, and I'm Ichiban Kasuga.
Yeah, cool. I will work for you. By the way, here's my name. Completing part-time hero quests will net you rewards such as money and items. Quests will automatically be received depending on the state of your progress. Special quests include delivery quests, in which you'll need tasked with delivering things. Yeah.
And that's about it. Now get out there and save the day, hero.
Right on. I like where this is going. Could always use some extra cash.
And there's 2 cats in the office.
It's nice being called a hero.
A bunch of my stats just went up because a bunch of the part-time hero stuff just triggered. Yeah, I've already completed a ton of them.
I slept like a baby. Nonsense movie and comforting low hum. Kicking back in a cold but comfy seat in complete and total darkness. Place is perfect when you need a nap.
Yeah, I'll stop by again next time class is canceled. I don't remember anything about the movie, though.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Ah, yes, another minigame.
Vintage film theater. Guess they only show old movies here.
Yeah, we're not an inn, you know. Have a little respect, huh? This is a classic, too. Hey, mister, interested in watching a movie? We've got some classic titles in-house.
Oh, well, I also get kind of sleepy when I'm in the dark watching a movie I don't really understand. I don't want to be disrespectful.
It's quite all right. But just because a film is old doesn't mean it's hard to follow. Old films span a whole range of genres, from sci-fi to romance, suspenseful thrillers to fun for the whole family. And of course, we have many titles that are just as spectacular as the latest and the greatest, guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. Huh. These were long before CG, which means things like real explosions on the set. Doesn't get much better than that. In fact, I'll say it's downright fresh. So much so that I'm confident you'll feel refreshed by the time the credits roll.
All right, I'll bite.
We have less than 5 minutes before that auction of mine
Your
ends.
eyes light up when
I'd keep my eyes open, Goblin,
Well,
just in
I didn't
case.
choose to be a curator of vintage films for nothing. I simply want nothing more than for people of today to watch these films and find some joy, even if it's just a little. It'd be a waste if they were left to be forgotten. Wouldn't you agree? But then, I suppose that's entertainment, an ever-fleeting sparkle. Though it would be
Oh,
fantastic
Finn
if people
concedes.
saw these films as a brilliant little sparkle in their own lives.
I get you. So that's why you opened up the theater.
Correct. The Seagull Cinema is a place where anyone of any age can come to appreciate the classics. Though anyone also includes those who fall asleep during the screening. Regardless, this is a good opportunity for you to get a taste of the classics for yourself. And since it's your first time, this one's on the house.
Really? You sure?
Quite. I'd like you to see all the good this place has to offer.
Okay, free movie ain't bad. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Well, I'm already here, so I might as well.
Excellent. Right this way, please. Today's showing is a monumental piece. Robo-Cook. Half culinary drama, half gunslinging action masterpiece. I can watch this over and over again and never get tired of it.
Wait, you're gonna watch too?
Of course. As a curator, I'm allowed to watch any film I want at any time I please.
All right.
Thinking this guy built this place just so he could sit around watching his favorite movies all day. Still, I guess that's pretty cool.
Well, it's about to start. No sleeping during the screening now. We must show our utmost respect for those who brought these splendid works to life. I dare say that even blinking would be a waste of precious screening time.
Yeah, sure. Oh shit. This place is weirdly comfy. Damn, now I'm sleepy as hell. That guy was nice enough to let me in here. Don't fall asleep.
Mini game time. The silliest one too.
私には記憶はない。何のために生まれたのか。家族も友も愛する者もわからない。だがこれだけははっきりとわかる。私は料理のために生きるのだ。
Badass cyborg who loves to cook. Alright, I'll buy it. Hopefully I can stay awake.
I'm sleepy all of a sudden.
Make it to the credits without falling asleep! Hello, Hamlin. Welcome to me trying to stay awake during a movie. Whoops.
I almost nodded off there.
I don't know how many drugs the
Fall
designer of this
asleep for
minigame was
once.
on, but I'm guessing at least 29. We got 15 seconds left in that auction.
必殺両ギャラクシーエクストリームフランベ
And something is charred to a crisp. And that's it. That auction is over. Bad Goblin on Twitch has won it.
So sleepy. That was awesome. Oh, it's just getting good.
この味
This flavor,
温かい
this warmth. My mother's cooking. I remember. The secret ingredient is
思い出したぞ
salt.
この隠し味は塩だ母さんの秘伝のレシピしかと受け継いだこれからも俺は料理に生きる
He gets stronger by remembering his family. It's actually kind of touching.
That was awesome. Whew. At least I was able to stay awake. That was pretty good, though. Guess it doesn't matter how old it is. A good movie's a good movie. I probably would have gone my whole life without watching one of these if it wasn't for this place. This guy really wants everyone to enjoy the classics, huh? There's still a lot I haven't seen, so I should come take a breather when I have time. Thanks for today, Mr. Curate.
Ah!
Oh, sure. Respect the classics.
I hope you feel better, Freya. And everybody's like, okay, cool. Thanks for wasting 2 hours of our time. All right.